This trust basically is for the poor, caring, sharing, sympathizing with the poor.
Naraindas Morbai Budhrani Trust, NMBT, started in 2002, primarily works in 3 areas, that is education, healthcare and disaster management. The main aim of NMBT has been to serve the poorest of poor and marginalized section of society to bring about tangible change in their lives.
In India, the major problem is poverty. We believed best way to tackle poverty is education.
NMBT has been extensively working in various areas of education. One of the core areas has been supporting primary education of students from impoverished backgrounds. NMBT follows a systematic approach of selecting the students, starting from the list submitted by the schools and NGOs, after which the program coordinators review the applications, followed by a home visit to finalize the students. Currently giving financial support for the primary education of over 2,592 students from Mumbai, Ahmedabad and Vadodara. Higher education is also one of the key areas and is currently supporting over 193 students after systematic filtration process and interviews.
And our experience of last 7-8 years is people are happy.
एक गरीब बच्चे हर ख्वाहिश अपने दिल में मार देते, लेकिन वो आप मारने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, वो लोग वो ख्वाहिश पूरी कर देते हमारे बच्चे की.
NMBT has been spearheading work in creating infrastructure for the students with special classrooms for students in Palghar and building a dining and cooking hall in Pune. NM Budhrani Trust is also working for the education of the visually impaired in the city of Ahmednagar.
Our job, particularly education to visually impaired, is to make them employable and confident.
NMBT educates 80 visually impaired poor students through inclusive education project. Each student is provided with a braille kit as well as other educational material with the final aim to make these children independent. NMBT constantly emphasizes on reporting systems and mapping of each student's progress for better results.
हिंदीत गोष्ट वाचते, हिंदी भाषा आवडते मला, परत हिंदी बोलायला आवडतं. देशाची रक्षा करणार, गरिबांसाठी असं चांगलं करणार, गरिबांना श्रीमंत बनवणार, देशाचं नाव रोशन करणार.
Working with multi-disabled tribal children in Nandurbar, NMBT supports the education of these children.
We have even initiated education, which is value education.
Value education is one of the key programs initiated by NMBT since 2013 in Mumbai, Vadodara and Ahmedabad for the students of Standard 6 to 8th. Special counselors teach around 20 modules about values like timeliness, calmness, honesty and love, etc. It aims at giving value-based education to students from poor and broken families, aptly intervening at an impressionable age. Value education becomes an important intervention for these children at this tender age and currently covers 5,000 students through 32 schools.
We would like to reach out to those people who are not reachable, those people who are hungry, who are not getting the 2 square meals a day, and those who are, sort of healthcare is a problem for them to be able to meet up, to help them or to reach out and see what one can do.
India, with over 1 billion population, has a typical challenge of health services, especially in terms of the access and the quality.
NMBT, under its healthcare program, works for various health issues, one of them being for the cancer care program. In cancer care, NMBT works on 2 levels, that is financial support to the cancer patients and the emotional support through counseling centers. NMBT extends financial assistance to poor and needy cancer patients to undergo chemotherapy and radiation treatment at the public hospitals of Mumbai from Kabirwadi Temple Centre. Nutrition support is provided to all the incoming patients for better health. Education support is also provided to the children of cancer-affected patients. NMBT has given financial assistance to over 3,780 patients. Through the counselling centres at various government hospitals, NMBT has counselled over 1,000 families and helped them cope with the trauma of this disease.
आपण सगळ्यांनी एकजुटीने पुढे आलं पाहिजे. मला वाटतं तुम्ही प्रत्येक जणांनी तुम्हाला आलेल्या अनुभवातून तुम्ही कसे वर आलात याची प्रेरणा तुम्ही बाकीच्या सगळ्या पेशंट्सना दिली पाहिजे. आणि बुधराणी ट्रस्ट सारखी जे ट्रस्ट आहे ते अत्यंत चांगलं काम करत आहे, त्यांचा फायदा आपण सर्वांना जास्तीत जास्त कसा देऊ हे आपण बघितलं पाहिजे.
NMBT also refurbished the BYL Nair Hospital's head and neck cancer ward for patients with state-of-the-art equipments and a special counselling room for NMBT team.
Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai's BYL Nair Hospital receives large number of cancer patients from Mumbai and the other part of Maharashtra.
In the urology section of BYL Nair Hospital, NMBT has donated the anesthesia workstations for a better quality cancer treatment and has also installed 4 dialysis machines which aids in free dialysis of over 16 patients every day.
From NM Budhrani Trust, we make sure that basic health services are made available to the people, where people are able to access good health services at absolutely no price. Because one of the problems that as the Indian population faces is large out-of-pocket expenses towards health services.
NMBT also supports intensive eye care program from Madurai to Rishikesh to make sure that eye care is available in the remotest areas. Over 30,000 free eye care surgeries have been done with the help of various eye care partners. NMBT has partnered with organization for setting up a primary healthcare center in the backward state of Bihar to reach the poorest of the poor. It has already reached over 8,000 patients and addressing malnutrition by providing regular nutrition, medical aid, counseling and follow-up. Community Health Center in the heart of urban slums of Vadodara continues to provide primary healthcare to over 1,000 patients every month, ensuring significant saving in out-of-the-pocket expenses on healthcare for the urbane poor. In remote areas, NMBT has supported a mobile dispensary project to provide primary healthcare in the tribal villages around Khandala. NMBT also supports patients for heart surgery and reimbursement of medical expenses. With its mission to support the poor and needy patients, it has supported 1,000 surgeries.
Our team takes full care to identify a right NGO, one who will share our vision and mission. If they lack, we train them to get a better results.
One of the partner NGOs of NMBT works in the area of providing shelter to the elderly destitute and the homeless. NMBT not only gives ration support to this institute, but like all their partners, constantly reviews their work through social audit and trains their team members for a better administration and transparency. NMBT also gives financial assistance towards food, shelter and health for elderly destitutes of Palghar district. Disaster management is the other core area wherein NMBT has been working for many years, starting from the Bhuj earthquake to providing relief to flood victims of Koshi River in Bihar through a 62-day camp. Flash floods in June 2013 devastated Uttarakhand. NMBT actively participated in the relief work and provided health services into 30 villages of Ukhimat block of Rudraprayag district. It also extended services to 26 schools and 70 ASHA workers were trained for disaster management and response. In Maharashtra, Marathwada region has been affected by drought for the past 3 years. NMBT initiated a fodder distribution program in 6 most backward villages, along with a thresher machine brought in partnership of the local self-help groups for maximum utilization of scarce fodder. NMBT's initiative benefited over 400 families and helped them retain their cattle from going to abattoir. NMBT has undertaken over 31 initiatives with their partner agencies, and with NMBT's efficient team, they have effectively executed them to the T. NMBT is constantly working towards its vision and mission of to be happy, make others happy.
If you want to be happy in our lives, we have to make other people happy. My dream is that one fine day, may God also inspire others so that they would be able to reach out and do as an offering to the Lord, not for any other reason, not for any other purpose, just to help out those people who are not affording. Reach out, help them, and see the joy in their faces.